Tutorials by Andrew Buckle. In this tutorial I'm just going to show you how you can quickly create an interesting textured brush stroke. Now this brush is a brush from Graphic Extras, it's a spiral brush. Find them on the Graphic Extras website, spiral brushes section. They're free so you can download them, and there's also a selection of other spiral designs and more free brushes on the site as well. Now to actually get the texture into the brush stroke, you can actually just go over here to the brush window and brush panel, and I'm just going to select that. So I'm just going to go back again so you can actually, now the key thing here is to actually change the brightness and the contrast. You actually can see that if you actually apply it there, you can actually hardly see the actual texture. So to actually do it, just modify the brightness and contrast as well as set the mode. I personally prefer multiply, don't like the height one, doesn't seem to, right. So that you can actually see the texture there that's actually applied to the spiral brush. So you can make interesting brush strokes just there with texture. That's probably about the quickest and easy way of creating. Obviously there's a range of different textures available just by going up here and selecting one of these. Of course there's also textures available on the Graphic Extras website and on the web, various places. Now once you've actually applied that, I'm just going to go back again, apply it again. Right, what you can do is of course just actually add that as a brush stroke as well. So you don't actually have to then go over here to actually set the texture. You can actually just set it here. So edit and define brush preset. Click OK, clear that again. And now just go to the brushes. Make certain you've actually got it selected. So it's just down there. And just apply the brush stroke then. Again, like I say, no setting there. But of course you can actually combine it. So just going to go back to the textures and again set to multiply. Now modify the brightness, but you can change, like I say, the brush strokes. So you can actually go for, say, maybe like this contoured brush design. You can actually see again, modify the depth jitter. Not much difference. And again you can just apply the brush stroke like that, and again you can go and define it as a new brush, just select it like that. Now another way of adding texture into the brush strokes is obviously once you've actually got that design, I'm just going to now get rid of that, you can actually apply filters to actually add a whole range of different things. So you can go to filter and filter gallery, and there's many of the filters that can add some interesting textures. So you can actually change like dry brush, paint daubs, and so on and so on. You can actually add some interesting variation in that. Not all are effective, some just completely utterly obliterate the actual, there, that sort of thing. Click OK, and once you've actually got that, of course you can then define that as a new brush texture. So edit and again define brush preset, click OK, get rid of that again, and just go over here to the brush tools again. So basically you can see you can actually create some really interesting texture designs just using a single brush, and you can of course apply that brush over a document and apply it multiple times, or of course you can actually add in maybe grey or white and create different texture effects that way. Now another option for creating some interesting textures is to actually just create a layer. So I'm just going to go to layer, new layer, and apply layer styles. So you can actually got layer styles. You've got bevel and emboss. Now what you do once you go into a bevel and emboss, you've got texture. So you can just go down there and you can set, now of course you can't actually see the texture here, so it's only when you've actually applied something. So and there's the actual textures obviously. So you can set again a number of different textures there, maybe select that one. Now go there and apply the brush again. And again now this will actually have that texture. You can actually see the texture running through there, and again you can go changing the colour. You can add, so you've got the texture in the brush, you've got the texture in the layer. They can really add sort of a whole range of different rough textures to see. And of course not only that, the texture is still variable, so you can actually go over here, layer style, and bevel and emboss, and you can modify it. So just go down to texture, say you don't want that texture, you want say that texture instead, modify the scale, and so you can combine, again, continue to combine the brush strokes with that. Anyway, hope you found this